Showtime, my friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Shogun Zorra and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to talk anime as we always do. But today we're going to talk about anime that are perfectly for Game of Thrones fans. We know Game of Thrones is a really cool show, very hard. Game of Thrones is a really good show, but the last season was very questionable. But I think still Game of Thrones it's a cool show. But if you're unsatisfied with Game of Thrones, then I have perfectly a few animes for you that you will really enjoy it. And yeah, you will personally enjoy it. And I'm going to talk about the anime after the intro. The first anime is Fatestay Night. Fatestay Night is about the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail has unlimited power and can grant anyone any wish. So there are 7 mages who each summon of them a heroic spirit of the past. It could be from Greek mythology, Northern mythology, legends from the past. Just imagine heroes, just heroes from different past. Like it says, heroic spirit, and the heroic spirits are known as servants, and the people who summon them are called masters, and they both together fight against the other people, other mages and servants, to get the Holy Grail, to get their power granted. And I think it's a cool show, and it fits for Game of Thrones fans because, like, about the Iron Throne, that Holy Grail, there's like something with. If you have this, you know you are powerful, and there are so much people interest character from different perspectives. You see also in the show from different perspective and how people fight. The fighting is good, and special ability and stuff is really good, and also magic and stuff. As a Game of Thrones lover, I think you would really enjoy Fatestay Night. And Fatestay Night is one of the big franchises because it has multiple animes, and yes, because of prequels, sequels, alternative, and I'm going to say to watch Fatestay Night and Fate Zero. But if you want to watch more Fate or get more understanding of the character, then I have in the description below guidance how you should watch Fatestay Night in specific order. Because if you watch, like, let's say in different orders, without even knowing how to watch it, then you go and spoil yourself or don't understand, because some shows they want you to have base understanding with the character and the knowledge of the show. And the next anime is Jojo Bizarre Adventure. I think I've talked about Jojo. This is my 3rd time that I've talked about Jojo in my videos, because one thing was character designs, and I thought an entire video about Jojo. But I say Jojo fits very good. Why? It's simple. Jojo is bizarre adventures about the Joseph family who fight against various enemies, and this goes to generation, and that seems very simple, but it's a very good show because you see so many characters, and the family is like, it's because I say old generation, you mean then you know, like it's going to be about different characters and stuff, and not like the previous character, you know. And I would say it's a good show because it does this right, not like Boruto situation, because like after Naruto and then we had Boruto, and Boruto is very unpopular, but in Jojo case it's very good. And like you see like many characters, or not even without even the main characters, there are so many great casts of the characters. And Jojo is one of the anime when you think it can't be happening, and it will happen. Me as a anime lover, always watch anime, and it can also that means I can also sometimes predict some stuff that's going to happen. But Jojo is sometimes so unpredictable. You think this can't be happening, and damn it. But Jojo is a very good anime, as I said before, and you will enjoy it. And has, I think right now it's in part 5. It means part 4, season 4. And it has, I think, 100 episodes, but it's very good, so you should enjoy it. And has, of course, all the shows that I'm talking about, anime I'm talking about, have 20 episodes, 20 minutes of episodes, so it won't be as long as Game of Thrones, 1 episode. Then the next anime is Code Geass. Code Geass. I don't know, so many people pronounce it differently. I'm not sure how to pronounce correctly, but I say Code Geass. And Code Geass, I would like to talk about Code Geass, but the problem is I haven't watched the show. So I can't really say something. I've heard it's a good show, very good show, and yes, this is the only thing I can say. I know like there's about the kingdoms, different varieties of kingdoms who fight against each other with giant robots, and that special guy has a special ability that he can do to okay, I can't say it's a spoiler reason, but it's a good show. I'm going to watch it eventually, and if you want to know my thoughts about it, in the description below is my Twitter. You can see what I talk about anime in general, about Code Geass if I'm going to watch it. Yes, Code Geass, I say it's good anime. I haven't watched it, but from what I know, from the critics I've read and the reviews I've read, and what my friends told me, I know it's not Game of Thrones. Code Geass is a good anime that you can really enjoy. And my last anime that I think is most perfectly suited for Game of Thrones watchers is Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is, yeah, we know, Attack on Titan is a well-known anime and everybody knows this, but some people think that it's overrated, but I don't think so. I don't think it's overrated because it's generally very, very, very good. Let me tell you that about not Game of Thrones. I mean, Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is about like humanity is are living in a big world that's 50 meters long, and these worlds protect them about Titans. Titans are humanoid creatures that are from 5 to 15 meters long, who are pretty strong and devour humans. So they are especially military who fight against them, but they are not as possible because they lose a lot of people. And then one time the protagonist, Eren Yeager, he lives with his family, with his friend, has no problem because the wall protects them, of course. And then suddenly, in a pretty extreme event, you see like one Titan there was a Titan that was 60 meters tall and destroyed the wall, and that leads to the Titans come from outside inside the walls and destroy anything. And now Eren Yeager wants revenge and wants to kill every Titan. That's why he's also going for the special squad military to fight, to learn how to fight and defeat the Titan. I say Game of Thrones. Attack on Titan is pretty good, and you will see it gets more complicated. You see, there's so. What I've told you now is like a small piece of the big picture, and there's so many characters, there's so many mysteries, and you see more and more, and you see like how good the show is. Personally, I never really seen a plot hole. Okay, that's what, but this show is pretty good, and there's so many characters. You ask yourself, why are they doing this? Why? I can't really say it, but it's generally this good, and I would say you should really watch it if you haven't already. Watch Attack on Titan, and you see like it's more complicated. It's more complicated and much bigger. That's the only thing I have to say. The anime that I'm recommending to you in this video were Fatestay Night, Jojo Bizarre Adventure, Code Geass, and Attack on Titan. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was my 4 animes that I want you to recommend. And if you have watched already, then good job. If you haven't, you know what to do. And if you already have watched all this video, and you know people who love anime or want to get into anime and like Game of Thrones, you can share this video with them, and it would be very Gucci. And I want to say just thank you very much for enjoying this video. If you have, please like, subscribe, and punch the like button, and follow me on my social media. They are in the description below. And don't forget, life is Showtime. Peace.